A new Nintendo Direct will be happening tomorrow, so what I thought I would do is give my predictions for what I think we will see in the Direct, which will be happening tomorrow. So what I want you to do is leave your predictions in the comment section below. Apologies if it sounds like there is a fan in the background. My PS4 is downloading something and it is really flipping loud, so hopefully you can't hear it. But pretty much I think this Direct will be like the mini Direct. I'm not expecting too many big things to come from it, so I'm not expecting any of the big hitters from Nintendo like Metroid Prime 4, Smash, Animal Crossing or Pokemon. I don't think we will see them this early. I think we will see them at E3. We won't see all of them at E3, but I think we will see maybe 2 or 3 of them at E3. Maybe Pokemon will get revealed before, just because Game Freak like to reveal Pokemon games before Nintendo Directs at E3. So I think what Pokemon will do, or what Game Freak will do with Pokemon Switch, is reveal it themselves in a short little Pokemon themed Direct in May, just before E3 in June. So I'm not expecting any of the big hitters. So we already know that Mario Tennis Aces will be appearing in this Direct, and I think it will take up around about 5 minutes. I think we will see a deeper look at this game. I think we will see single player and online modes, and I think we will get a release date of this game. I think it is coming really soon. I think it is coming next month in April. So that is why I think it is getting a big focus. So we know that Mario Tennis Aces will be appearing, but in terms of what else will be appearing, well, we know that half an hour is how long the Direct will be, and 3DS and Switch games will be featured. So I think around about 5 to 10 minutes of the half an hour will be 3DS focused, and then the rest of the time will be on Switch news and Switch upcoming games. So I think everything that appeared in the Direct Mini will appear in this Direct as well. I think Tropical Freeze, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze will appear, and I think it will get a release date if it hasn't already. I think it has actually. I think it is coming out in May, but I could be wrong on that. Hyrule Warriors, that is soon to come out in Japan. I don't think we have a release date for Europe or America yet, so I think we will get a release date for that. I think it will be coming out in May or June. I think we will get a new trailer for Kirby Star Allies, just because it will be coming out next week, I do believe, on the 16th of March. I think that might be next week, or it could be the week after. So yeah, I think Kirby Star Allies will appear. I think we will get the DLC for Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Donkey Kong is due to appear as a playable character. I think that DLC, if it hasn't been dated yet, or if it hasn't come out, I haven't really followed that piece of news, but if that hasn't been dated yet, then it will get dated in this Direct. And the same with Blastoise for Pokemon Tournament DX, that will get dated in this Direct as well. In terms of third party, I think we will see that Ys 8 game, I think I'm pronouncing that game right, but Ys 8 will appear. I think it will get a release date. Currently we have a summer release date, but I think we will get a July release date for that game. I think SNK Tag Heroines will also appear again, and that will get a release date, and I think that will come out in June. And in terms of new things in this Direct, I think obviously we will get some new announcements, but I don't think we will get too many new games from Nintendo. So I think Yoshi will appear in this Direct, and it will finally get a full proper name, and I think it is coming out in June or July. So I think Yoshi will be featured in this Direct. I think Fire Emblem will appear in this Direct as well. I think we will get a teaser trailer, and I think we will get a 2018 release date for the next Fire Emblem game due to come out on the Switch. Now in terms of new announcements from Nintendo, I think we will only get maybe 1 or 2, and the one that I'm going for is a port of the Wii U game Super Mario Maker. I think that will get ported to the Switch, and I think it will come out in the summer. So yeah, I think that will definitely disappoint a lot of people, but I think Nintendo will carry on with the Wii U ports, and I think we will get a new announcement of a Wii U port in this direct, and I think it will be Super Mario Maker. So in terms of third party new announcements, I think Wonderful 101 will get announced. Another Wii U port, I think that is definitely getting announced, just because Platinum Games, they did tease that out last year, so I think that will get announced in this direct. I think Project Octopath Traveler will get a full proper name in this direct, and I think it will get a release date announced as well. I think it will come out in August. We have retail listings from certain retailers saying that the game will come out in August, and I think that is right. I think it will come out in August. In terms of new third-party games getting announced for the Switch, I think Ridge Racer 8 will get announced, and it will get confirmed that it will be a Switch exclusive. And I think Diablo 3 will get confirmed as well, and I think we will get a 2018 release date for that game, just because obviously Blizzard, they did tweet out that teaser last week, and then they said no, it's not necessarily a Switch announcement tease, but then Eurogamer confirmed that the game is actually in existence. Well, that is according to their sources. What I think happened there is that Blizzard started to tease this announcement for this direct, and Nintendo, they weren't happy about that. They weren't happy about a possible spoiler from this direct getting announced earlier or teased earlier, so that is why Blizzard went back and said no, it's not a Switch tease. But I think Diablo 3 will get announced in this direct, and that is pretty much it in terms of my Nintendo Direct Switch predictions. I don't think we will see anything in terms of Splatoon 2. I think any new announcements will come at the end of the month, and we'll make a separate video nearer to the end of the month giving my predictions and talking about why I think we will get new announcements for Splatoon 2 at the end of the month. We've already just got Gobi Arena getting released, and we've got a Splatfest coming up, so I think we are pretty much sorted for Splatoon 2. I think new announcements will come at the end of the month at Polymanga 2018, kind of like what we had at Tokyo 2018, but we'll talk about that at the end of the month. So my expectations are low, just because I think the big announcements will be saved for E3 and later. I think games like GTA 5 will still come out this year, but I'm expecting those announcements to be either at E3 or in September. And that's where I stand in terms of Fortnite, Overwatch, a possible Overwatch port, and in terms of Call of Duty as well. I think Call of Duty is coming out for the Switch this year, but I think it's too early to announce a Call of Duty Switch port just because the game itself hasn't been announced yet. So I don't think we will see any big like third-party games getting announced until E3 at the earliest. So yeah, I think a lot of people will be disappointed by this direct, just because when it comes to directs these days, people expect everything to be announced. But Nintendo, they always announce stuff throughout the whole year, so that is why I think the big stuff will be saved for E3 and later. So yeah, that's just my predictions and expectations for the direct. I think it will be a modest, good direct. Nothing earth-shattering. It will just be like a good direct, kind of like the last mini direct that we just had. I could be wrong, but that's just where I see it. And I'm glad that I'm, having this mentality instead of expecting everything and be disappointed. I'm just expecting it to be a normal, good direct. And if we get anything more than that, then obviously that will be a big surprise for me. But yeah, that is pretty much it for my predictions. Let me know your predictions in the comments. And yeah, that is it. And we'll see you in a Splatoon 2 video later on today. And then I've got another Splatoon 2 video coming out tomorrow and Friday. And I've got a Payday 2 video coming up tomorrow as well. So that is pretty much it for this video. And I will see you next time.